Welcome to Cronulla High School's BYOD session for Year 7 2022. Bring your own device. This refers to students bringing a personally owned device to school for the purpose of learning. BYOD has been implemented for all year groups since 2015 at Cronulla High School. Students are oriented to BYOD, connected to the DOE wireless, and assisted in the install of Microsoft Office, Adobe Creative Cloud, and we also put other files such as the mathematics textbook onto their device. A small number of students rent a laptop for $30 per term, which have all the software on it. What is a suitable student device? Our recommendation is a business device, a laptop. The device must be able to connect wirelessly to the DER wireless, minimum wireless 802.11n, dual band or AC running at 5 GHz with WPA2 enterprise authentication. The size we recommend is between 11-inch and 14-inch screen size. Suitable devices, a PC or a Mac. It is your choice which one you purchase, but we have some minimum hardware requirements. SSD, solid state drive, minimum of 256 gigabytes in size. So this is what you would refer to as your disk drive. The RAM, the random access memory, a minimum of 8 gigabytes, so you can easily run Adobe Creative Cloud. The processor, a Ryzen 3 or an i5. If you are looking to purchase a device that you may use over a longer period of time, you may get a larger solid state drive, 512 gigabytes, so that your storage requirements will be met over a longer period of time. The demands of software constantly change, so you may choose a larger amount of random access memory, such as 16 gigabytes. The processor, you may choose an Intel i5 late model or an AMD Ryzen 5 or 7. Cronulla High School displays a portal from a company called Computers Now. They supply Mac computers. Cronulla High School does not get any advantage from students or parents using this portal, but it's sometimes a good idea for price comparison. The devices offered on this portal are MacBooks 13-inch, Air or Pro, and they are the M1 chip. It includes a 3-year Apple Care warranty, which is an additional cost if you're purchasing direct through Apple. Windows devices, some examples. A minimum, an Inspiron i5 3000 with a Ryzen 3 chip, 256 gigabyte solid state drive, 8 gigabytes of random access memory RAM. If you are looking for a premium Windows device, another example could be an LG Gram or a Dell XPS or a HP Envy, all with minimum 256 gigabyte solid state drive and a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM. And you probably look to be increase the specs of that. Some Mac device examples. You may look at the Apple MacBook Air 13-inch with the M1 chip, 8-core CPU, GPU, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes solid state drive. Or you could look at the Apple MacBook Pro 13-inch, the M1 chip, 8-core CPU, GPU, and the same RAM and solid state drive. So two devices which would meet the requirements nicely. Protecting your bring your own device. In your budget, you need to allocate some funds for a laptop sleeve or case, and there's a Thule brand which we've found to be quite good. And also students should have a backpack with a laptop area in it. This ensures that there's no accidental damage. Recommended software. For the PCs, Windows 10. For the Macs, Mac OS 10.14 Mojave or above. Microsoft Office, DOE provides a free license for all students for both PC and Mac. Adobe DOE provides a free license for school students for PC and Mac, and this is a yearly subscription. Connection process. The technology team will run sessions to assist students with the connection process during week 3, term 1, 2022. Students will need to be an admin on their device so that they can do installations, and we may need to pause security software for this installation to happen. Backups. Students are responsible for backing up of their own device. You can do this to external device such as a USB or a hard disk drive, or you can back up to the cloud such as OneDrive, iCloud, Google Drive, Dropbox. Hardware or software failure is not an allowable excuse for students submitting classwork late or missing their assessment tasks. School wireless specifications and availability. The DER supplied wireless infrastructure runs at 5 GHz and is available in all learning areas across the school, including the school hall. Cronulla High School has full wireless coverage. Authentication is by the student portal account and is monitored through software called Airwaves Management System. The internet access is filtered through the DOE proxy servers, so students' access to websites is filtered when they are connected using the school system. Here is a screen capture of the Airwaves monitoring system showing that we have 76 wireless access points across the school and also seeing some of the usage. So our TSO, our Technical Support Officer, monitors the network traffic across the school, and we can also tell the location of devices that are connected to the system. So we can locate a particular device using a plan, an AMS plan it's called, where it lists the room numbers and we can see who is connected to which wireless access point. So we use this to assist with monitoring of students' activity. We also can get a report by student name, and it says where their what wireless access point that they are connected to and what their usage is. We monitor this for multiple logins of the same user or abnormally high usage, or if there may be some restricted user accounts. We have a policy for student BYOD. All students have been provided with a copy of the Cronulla High School policy with enrolment documents and must sign and return these to school. Students bring devices onto the school site at their own risk. Insurance of these devices is at the student's cost. Some parents use house contents insurance to cover these devices. Students agree to an acceptable use of these devices. The policy document is available on the school website under School and the menu item BYOD. From week 3, term 1 of 2022, the orientation process will commence and students will be advised from what date they can bring their BYOD, bring their device. So we'll do a number of classes per day. Students should not bring a device before their particular class's orientation session. Classroom policies. So students agree to this policy, that is to bring their device to class, except Thursday due to sport. They should ensure that the laptop is charged. They should not interfere with another student's laptop or their work, so they should not touch another student's device. They should follow the instructions of the teacher and access only the resources as directed by the teacher. This means the software and the websites that they are instructed to use. They are not to use earphones unless directed to do so by the teacher. They should refrain from taking unauthorized photos or recordings using the laptop, and they need to ensure that they back up their work. Laptops are being used by students in all years, and here are some of the examples that they use them for. In English, Literacy Planet; in Maths, Hot Maths. Some of the school systems that are used: email, eDiary and Moodle. Office, we use Word, Excel and PowerPoint, and in Adobe Creative Cloud there are quite a wide range of software and some that are used at school are Photoshop, InDesign, Animate and Premiere Pro. Digital citizenship. All Year 7 students will be taken through a range of activities using this New South Wales Department of Education website. Technical support at school. Orientation provided for each student by class from Term 1, Week 3 in 2022. This will involve connecting the device to the wireless, authenticating that and saving it, assistance with the installation of DOE negotiated software, and connection to and instruction on the use of eDiary and Moodle. TSO levy, the Technical Support Officer. There is no funding in schools anymore for the services of a TSO. So it has been necessary to implement a levy. $30 will be charged per student per year to help fund this essential role in school. This will pay for approximately 35% of employing a TSO, with the school funding the rest. The TSO will be available in 2022 for 5 days per week to provide ongoing support to students. Computer access levy. An annual computer access levy of $30 per student per year will continue to be charged. This levy covers access to printing, both mono or black and colour, access to desktop computers in computer laboratories and the school library to use specialist software, provide and update infrastructure such as new servers, new wireless access points. What we have learnt to date, so over these many years, is that the BYOD program can only work with a full-time TSO. We've also noticed some parents may buy too large a laptop for a student to carry on a daily basis. So we recommend the size of the laptop to be 11 to 14 inch. Students are not admin on their laptop, which means they can't install the software during their connection sessions. So please ensure your student is an admin. Students forget their passwords and usernames. The value of the licenses for Adobe Creative Cloud that the students are getting for free is $700 per year, and Microsoft Office is a $150 one-off payment. So these are both provided free to students. Students sometimes install games on their laptop that prevents the laptop from connecting to our Wi-Fi. Students sometimes download illegal material on their laptop. Students don't always care adequately for their laptops, and the laptops get damaged. Repairs are not the responsibility of the TSO. Students forget their passwords, necessitating change and alterations to their network settings, and sometimes students coming from primary school may have a password that doesn't meet the password policy for a high school student. So we need to change that, and we will assist students with that. If you have any questions, please email them to the school account, which is cronulla-h.school@det.nsw.edu.au. Many thanks.